See ya.
Okay.
All right, so I'm here with Madison Hall, who's a grad student at Michigan State University, and she's here at the SEJ2006 conference in Burlington, Vermont. Have you ever been to an SEJ conference before?
I was at the last one, 2005, Austin, Texas. That was terrific too. But this has actually been the best conference I've been to. Out of my two, Burlington's the best.
Okay, well that's good to hear. And you're doing something very cool, literally cool, coming up. And what is that?
I'm going to be traveling to Antarctica for 3 weeks starting in mid-December. It's part of a Michigan State University study abroad program, but while I'm there I will be taking 6 credits. I'll be studying Ernest Shackleton and Robert Scott's journey historically, as well as looking at how the media covered them back in that time. Also be looking at climate change, geology, and wildlife.
Oh, what do you know about how the media covered them at the time?
They were actually very self-promoting. They were huge promoters, and they raised all their money. They're basically these guys who were in the Navy of some level in the UK, and then they were like, you know, I really want to advance quickly, and I want to do it right now, and they would join these early polar expeditions, and through that they would get that experience to jump ahead to the next level. And then the guys with huge egos, a lot of vision, they were very courageous, they were huge boosters for themselves and their programs, and often when they took these journeys, the Royal Geographic Society in England did not support them and did not get behind them, and the government did not want to give them money, and Winston Churchill even wrote in one of his private letters, these polar expeditions have become an industry.
Oh, wow.
But in the end, a lot of people got behind them, often to rescue them.
Yeah. And when you go down there, are you going to be at what, McMurdo Base? Or?
We're going to fly from Detroit to Miami, then to Buenos Aires, down to Ushuaia, which I may be pronouncing incorrectly, which is the southernmost city in Argentina. We'll be getting on a cruise ship, which holds 80, but I think MSU is going to be 35 of that contingent. And then we'll go along the coast of the peninsula for about 2 weeks, and about 3 times a day they'll put us off in sort of these Jacques Cousteau Zodiac boats, which are totally cool.
Neat.
And then we'll jet over on them to the coastline, where we'll be up among the seals and the sea lions and many varieties of penguins, depending on where we get off.
And how are people going to be able to follow what you're doing?
I'm going to have a website, which I've already begun to create, but I've not yet uploaded content to, and it is www.madisonecoadventure.com. So MADISONECO adventure.com, one word.
Oh, and what's the deal with the brochure?
The deal with the brochure
Do you have
is
one there?
that,
Can you show people? Here, what's the purpose?
well, this brochure I've created to help me raise money, because with some of the camera equipment I'm taking, obviously as an environmental journalist, I want to be sure to document it in every way I can, frontwards, forwards, backwards. So I have to raise a lot of money. Now the trip is a little under $10,000, but when you add any personal expenses or camera equipment, which I already had to get, it's going to be over $12,000 for me. I've been able to raise about $3,000, but I'm obviously hoping to defer costs a lot further. So when I come back, I'll be giving presentations and lectures to people who've given me money. I'll come and I'll give a big PowerPoint or a movie lecture to them. Yeah.
Oh.
Absolutely. So.
And are you just going to be doing that in the Lansing area, or?
No, I'll travel. I mean, if you give me $1,000, I'll travel to your area.
Yeah.
And then we'll give you a presentation.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then online, we're going to have we're going to try to update the web as I go in the journal. There's on the trip, you're going to be able to add to some sort of little trivia thing I'll add there, and there'll be a lot of history of the Antarctic, and try to give the real what's it really like to go nowadays in these trips.
Yeah.
So here is the brochure. I'll sort of open
And I'm
it
going to scan that and put it on the
Here I
side
am,
too.
looking totally excellent.
Yeah.
And there's a little map showing us where the globe,
Right.
and then down, and then of course Jacques Cousteau boats.
Oh, that's
and the
so
back,
cool.
of course, these photographs are. I have to give credit to the previous journey of MSU's study abroad
Wow, they're amazing.
group. They gave me permission to use these photographs that they had taken at that time.
Oh, that is so cool.
Except for this one that I got on the web, free site. Thank you.
Yeah.
Whoever took that, I love you.
Oh, that's great. And so how can people donate?
People can contact me at my email address at Madison Hall at one word, MADISONHALL at hotmail.com. They can send me a check. You can always also call me if you have any questions or you think you might want me to talk, or come to your group at area code 517-505-1188. I'm happy to talk to anybody and present them with anything. And when I come back, I mean, I'm going to have a tremendous amount of imagery, both video and still photos.
Yeah. Did you set it up so people can donate by PayPal too?
No, but I'm going to now
Yeah,
after
add that on
talking to
your
you,
site.
Amy.
Yeah, add that on your site. You'll probably get some money in from that.
I will.
This is really cool. I'm really excited that you're doing this.
So now with Amy's assistance, you can now donate by PayPal.
Yeah. You get your site up, I'll walk you through it.
Thank you, Amy.
And just about the SEJ conference, what stood out to you? Are there any sessions where you learned something that either you thought was surprising, or something you liked, something you didn't like? What'd you take away from this?
I thought one of the really great sessions I went to was the megawatts session, looking at how Vermont...
Megawatts, actually.
Megawatt.
Nega.
No?
No.
All right.
The one we were in?
Yes.
Yeah, and that was on energy efficiency, so it's a
Yes.
pun, megawatts.
Do you know, I thought that was a typo.
Yeah?
You're so funny. So I got a lot out of that, and I was really impressed with Vermont's efficiency and conservancy, and the fact that we don't have to listen to Dick Cheney saying that conservation is just a nice state of mind, but nothing we have to pay attention to.
Right, exactly. Yeah,
So-
it was interesting. And those two gentlemen who were presenting, I've covered the energy industry for a while. They're mega brains. Not nega brains, mega brains. And they really know what they're talking about, especially Richard Cowart. He's been around in this business quite a bit. So.
And I also have to say that something really important out of this conference was the real generosity and warmth and reaching out to someone who's just finishing up their graduate program of study in environmental journalism, from all the professional journalists, the people in TV and broadcast, a lot of warmth, a lot of professionals, a lot of kindness, and I'm very appreciative and happy and grateful to have met all the people I've met. I think I've made some great friends and people in the future, so for now in the future, so thank you, everybody. I liked meeting you.
And Madison has also been contributing to the conference blog, and this is going to be going on after the show, after the conference. So
Yes, and if you were dancing to the Shelburne, that'll be up on there.
yes, be prepared for a lot more embarrassing photos from
That's
the show.
right, it's coming.
Yeah, and so you think this is a good thing for students to be able to come to the SEJ conference?
I think it's invaluable. It's totally invaluable. I try to imagine, I was just speaking with some of the other graduate students about that this morning in my program, and we were saying, what would our experience be if we had not come to this event, had not made these contacts, had not realized this wider world? And we have to really thank the Knight Center for Environmental Journalism and Jim Jetchen and Dave Polson, who sponsored us and allowed us to come. They paid our way, and we're
That's
really
so cool.
grateful. We're really grateful.
Yeah.
Thank you, you guys.
All right, Knight Center. Knight Center
Knight Center's
rocks.
rocking. The best.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, Madison.
Thank you very much.